Hey everyone, finished watching the next episode of Power Rangers Samurai: The Rescue. Mike and Emily see Mentor G and Antonio deep in concentration working on the Light Zord. Mike pours some cat food into a bowl of snacks Antonio is eating. Antonio absent-mindedly takes a handful of the cat food and eats it. Mentor G notices and insists Mike have some. Mike reluctantly takes some and walks away with a disgusted expression. Mentor G and Antonio go somewhere more private to work on the Light Zord. In the Netherworld, Octoroo laments not having Dayu around and how he doesn't trust Serrator. He watches a new Nylok, Ice-Scar, rise from the Sanzu River. Back in our world, Moogers ambush Mentor G and Antonio. Bulk and Spike, meanwhile, are trying to come up with their own samurai symbols. Bulk gives Spike a twig. The Rangers find Mentor G and Antonio's last known location. Kevin finds Antonio's fishing spool and follows it. It leads to an underground tunnel. We see Mentor and Antonio being held by Ice-Scar. His plan is to lure the Rangers out and into a trap. While in the tunnel, the Rangers run into some Moogers. The Light Zord starts attacking on its own and spits out the Shark Disc. Jaden powers up to Shark Mode and defeats the surrounding Moogers. Back with Bulk and Spike, Spike has finished Bulk's symbol, a cheeseburger. Bulk angrily snaps the paintbrush in Spike's face.
Twig.
Bulk sure has changed. He once dreamed of being a burger-powered hero. The Rangers avoid Ice-Scar's trap, but still aren't sure they can take on the Nylok all at once. Jaden gets an idea and pilots the Battle Wing while the others charge the crowd. They manage to take out most of the Moogers and give Antonio back his powers. They then prepare to take on Ice-Scar. Jaden defeats him with the Shark Sword. Ice-Scar grows and the Rangers summon the Zords. Instead of using Light Zord, Antonio calls Claw Zord. Kinda weird, since Light Zord has been a focus this episode, and now he doesn't get to do anything. The Rangers defeat Ice-Scar. Later, at the Shiba house, Mentor stops Mike from once again giving Antonio cat food. This episode's pretty good. Nothing particularly stand out, but it's fine. Mike's running gag suits him. It's childish, but that is his character. The Rangers get to fight in some different settings this time. The tunnel and the coastal area Ice-Scar occupies. Visually, this episode stands out from the usual. Bulk and Spike are back to being separate. Maybe they could have been captured by Ice-Scar as well and joined in the fight in some small way. I do like them trying to discover their own symbols, but I would have liked if they were instead learning actual kanji. Bulk does have real kanji written on his headband. It apparently translates to willpower, determination, or guts. Maybe it was a joke. The heavy guy has guts. This marks the introduction of the Shark Mode outside the Clash of the Red Rangers movie. I found the YouTube uploads of Samurai place Clash in the intended order, in between this and the previous episode. Huh, cool. Ice-Scar doesn't have much of a personality, he's not much of a fighter either. Once his plan falls through, he doesn't last long. Even in the Zord battle, he resorts to holding the Claw Zord captive as defense. Ice-Scar was voiced by Mark Williams, who previously voiced a forgettable monster in Operation Overdrive. Ranger Wiki, and even IMDb, I think, still credit the British actor Mark Williams for these, even though it was more likely the New Zealand voiceover artist Mark Williams. Unfortunately, Mark Williams is a pretty common name, and the New Zealand voiceover artist just doesn't have much information available, period. I don't think he had too many other actual voice acting roles. Most of his stuff seems to be commercial work. It's funny to imagine the British actor, best known for his role as Ron Weasley's father from the Harry Potter films, going to New Zealand twice just to provide some generic monster voices. Actually, the one in Overdrive I don't even think talked. I think it just made growling noises. This is another episode that doesn't follow Shinkenger's plot that closely. Both episodes feature the monster of the day kidnapping someone, but their targets are different. Over here, it's Antonio and Mentor. In Shinkenger, it's a kid with no connection to the Rangers. Genta, the Gold Ranger, does end up getting captured, though. I'm surprised this episode wasn't translated with Bulk or Spike in the kid's place. The Light Zord gets a bit left out due to using Shinkenger's Zord footage. I wish Power Rangers could be a bit more ambitious when it came to Zord footage, but for whatever reason, that's the one thing we seem to be most reluctant to attempt. MMPR did original Zord stuff a few times, but after that, it's pretty rare to see. Even Cosmic Fury, a season that touted being completely shot in New Zealand, resorted to utilizing Zord footage from Q-Ranger. Decent episode, probably not anyone's favorite, but far from the worst. So that's it for this one, hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
The majestic twig can be many great things.